Hello, good morning. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I'm just testing my mic again. Good morning. I'm back. Yesterday I streamed, but there was a problem with my mic during the stream. So I'm gonna try to stream again the same content. We're gonna work a little bit with EIKEN Pre-2. And I hope you guys can hear me well. Let me know if there are any problems during the video. Okay, here today we're going to work a little bit with the writing section of EIKEN Pre-2, and hopefully next week we're gonna work a little bit speaking. Okay, speaking is also important. I know it can be a challenge for many. And let's get started. Okay, thank you for watching. Hello JP, how are you doing? Thank you. It's very nice to see you again. Okay, I hope you're doing well. And today we're gonna get started with the first task of the EIKEN Pre-2, which is a writing assignment. Okay. Let me see here. Just a second. Okay. Okay, now you guys can see the screen well. All right, and what is this writing assignment? The first one, we're going to have an email and we have to reply this email, okay? And answer the question. There is one question on the email. You should answer it clearly. Yes, JP, I'm recommending the new 2024 books, okay, for EIKEN. Thank you for reminding me. And this book is especially for Japanese users or people who speak Japanese, because all the explanations and the examples, they are in Japanese, so you have the English and the translation to Japanese. It's very helpful. And in the description of this video, I left the book, the soft cover link, so if you guys want to buy it, you can buy it. And I also left the link for the ebook, the digital book, which you can either read it through computer, okay? You can download the app, the Kindle app, into your computer, or you can also buy the Kindle device. I have inserted in the description of the video the link for the Kindle device. And what is the good thing about the Kindle device is that you can take it anywhere because you don't have to buy a very big one, and you can read the books offline. So it's really interesting because it doesn't use up your cell phone memory, okay? And you can really take it anywhere while you're going to school, riding a bus or something. Well, take a look, see. I hope you guys enjoy the book. It's a new version, 2024. And let's get to our writing task. Okay, so as I said, we're going to reply an email in English. In this email, there is a question. We have to answer this question clearly. And there will be an underlined word or phrase, and we should ask two questions about that underlined word or phrase. And also we should write somewhere in between 40 to 50 words. So it's not very long as you organize yourself, okay? You guys can do it pretty well. Yes, JP, that's thank you for asking. I'm glad to know you're interested. I do teach online classes. Okay, I teach private and semi-private classes. My semi-private classes are for 2 students, okay, and I usually teach in the evening. Just a minute, I'm not. Okay, I usually teach in the evening. So if somebody is interested, At the end of this email, you will find my email address and also my link, okay? My line ID. So if you guys want to reach me, you can either send me an email or contact me via line, okay? And I'll be more than happy to give you more information about our online lessons, okay? And the good thing about the online lessons is that I shape them according to the students' needs. So if you want to work only writing, or if you want to work writing, reading, listening, you guys let me know in advance and I will plan our lessons, okay, so that we can really work on the areas you need to develop, okay? Thank you, JP. Well, now let's get ready for our first task. It's a pleasure, JP. Here we have an email. I'm gonna read it with you guys and then I will make some comments about it. Well, let's get started. Hi, yesterday I visited a new park in my town with my brother. It has a big playground and a small lake. We played on the swings and then fed the ducks by the lake. The ducks were so cute. I hope you can go back next weekend. I hope we can go back next weekend. Do you like going to parks? Your friend, Lily. So let's see here. The first thing we have to identify to find is the question, because remember that we have to answer the question. And the question is, do you like going to parks? Okay. And then remember, the second thing that we have to do is think about two questions, okay, regarding the underlined word or phrase. In this case, it's park. So before we start writing, we are going to organize our ideas and think of those two questions, okay? I always recommend, think about it before you start writing. It's easier to write when you already have taken notes of what you want to include. And just a little bit regarding vocabulary, it says that he fed the ducks, okay? This is the verb feed. If you guys are not familiar with it, it means to give food. So it means that he gave food to the ducks, okay? And let's get to our writing. Before, as I said, take a minute and 30 seconds to think about what are you going to ask about the underlined word, okay? So here I wrote down a couple of examples and maybe I would like to know some examples of your own. What can you ask about the park in this situation? I wrote here, what activities do you enjoy doing when you go to parks? I know the writer already mentioned that he fed the ducks, okay, that he played on the slides, I believe. But what other activities do you enjoy doing when you go to parks? This is a nice question. Another question is, how often do you go to a park? And I also wrote a couple of other questions, okay, just to give you some ideas, okay, to help you on your piece of writing. And you can use these questions and try to develop a writing, try to write something. Do you have a favorite park? Are there any parks near your house? And do you ever have picnics in a park? These are questions. Remember that you have to write two questions, so you can choose any of these and include in your piece of writing, okay? After we took a minute and a half to write down our questions, then we can actually start writing. And remember that I personally like to greet the person, okay? Just say something very nice. And then we go to the answer. Remember that the question is, do you like going to parks? We answer that. And then after we introduce the idea that we want to ask some questions. Well, this is my answer. I'm going to read it and then after I'll comment on it. That sounds fun. I love going to parks. I enjoy riding my bike and playing tag with my friends. I'd like to ask you two questions. First, what other activities do you enjoy doing when you go to a park? Second, how often do you go to a park? So here, very simple. And remember that this is the format for EIKEN, so maybe it's a little different from other proficiency tests that we have around the world, but this is specifically for EIKEN. So we organize it with a simple vocabulary when we are starting or writing. We always try to stay simple, short sentences, okay? If possible, we can link those sentences with transition words to make them a little bigger, like and, or. And when we introduce ideas, when we are starting, we could use first, second, or to begin with. Additionally, these are words that show that you are introducing information, a sequence of information, and it's a natural way to link your ideas. So, you see how I started with just a comment because my friend said that he went to a park, right? He fed the duck, so that sounds fun. So I always comment something and then I go to the answer. Do you like going to parks? I answered, I love going to parks. Remember again that when we are writing, don't go for yes I do or no I don't. Make a statement. I love going to parks or I don't like going to parks, okay? And then in order to reach the number of words, okay, because I have to write somewhere in between 40 to 50 words, I added some more information about going to parks. I said that I enjoy riding my bike and playing tag with my friends. So once you answer the question, try to add a little bit more information to make your piece of writing interesting and to reach the number of words. After that, I said that I would like to ask two questions. If you guys take a look at the tests that are available in the EIKEN website, they have their I have two questions. So you could use I have two questions. You could use I want to ask you two questions. Or you could use I'd like to ask you two questions, okay? When you add your question, your first question, use first, ask the question. And then for your second question, second, and ask your second question, okay? That's what you should do. And as I said, keep it simple, all right? And you will really master your test. Let's move on to the second part of the test. And remember, guys, that if you have any questions, let me know. Just drop them into the comment section and I will be more than happy to get back to you. Also, if you have comments, okay, I would love to hear them. If you have ideas of what to insert in your piece of writing, just write them down. It's really good practice and I would like to see you guys see your ideas. Well, here I'm gonna skip this part a little bit because I already commented on it and I use, okay, the arrow to help you guys go through it. Okay. Now we're going to go to our second task, and our second task, you will be asked the question by a foreign acquaintance, by a foreign friend. And when you state your opinion, you should provide two reasons, okay? And remember that once you provide those two reasons, you should always insert some more details in order to achieve the number of necessary words, which is from 50 to 60. So again, keep your sentences short and your vocabulary simple, okay? This is our question and I got it from the EIKEN website. You guys have the link right here. I think I did not insert into the description, but I will insert. There you have some tests from the previous tests and also listening and the answer sheets. So you can see some examples of how the writing is also done. You can study through my examples and through their examples. Our question is, do you think it is a good idea for smartphone users to have a tablet? the first thing you have to think about is yes or no. Okay, once you have that in mind, and I'm going to start with a yes answer, I recommend the same thing. Take a minute, write down some keywords that will help you organize your writing, and then you start writing, okay? These are my keywords that will help me, okay? So in this case, remember that I'm going to talk about, I will say that I think it is a good idea. So why? Because I believe that tablets are better for reading and for watching movies. And notice how when I take notes, I don't take long notes. I didn't write for reading and watching movies. I just wrote down the keywords that will help me write. Okay, so don't waste too much time writing long sentences when you are taking notes, when you are collecting ideas to insert into your writing. Just write the important words that you would like to include. Next one, I think that a tablet is bigger than a phone, okay? So it's good for reading, for watching movies. And my second reason is that a tablet can also be useful for working or studying. Just like a cell phone, I can research on the net, but what is the good thing about it? A tablet does not use up my phone's memory. So that is another good thing, okay? I can use my phone for other things rather than working or studying. Now that I have my keywords, the words that I want to insert in my writing, I'm gonna start writing. The first thing we should do is answer the question, but again, don't use yes I do or no I don't. Look at this example right here. I think having a tablet is a good idea. First, a tablet is bigger than a phone, so it is better for reading or watching movies. Second, it can be very useful for studying or working. You can use the internet to research, and there are useful apps for students and workers. Plus, it does not use up the phone's memory. I'm sorry. So notice how I simply started with a statement, I think having a tablet is a good idea, rather than yes I do. Okay, it's better if you are writing, it's better, okay? And then when I organize my ideas, I could start with first, introduce the idea, a tablet is bigger than a phone, and I give a little bit more information. So it is better for reading or watching movies. And pay attention how the verb ing here, it agrees. Okay, so be careful with this agreement. When I added my second idea, I used the transition word second, and I said it can be useful for studying or work, and I provided a little bit more information, okay? You can use the internet, although this is the same as a phone, okay? I added the idea that there are apps for students and workers, and one more idea to reach the number of words and explain why I think tablets are better, because having a tablet will not use up my phone's memory, okay? Well, this is the yes answer. Now let's think of a no answer. Maybe you think it's not necessary, right? It's not a good idea for cell phone users, as smartphone users, to have a tablet. That's fine. The same thing. Let's collect our keywords, okay? And here I put that smartphones are useful for reading, watching videos, and using apps. So if they are just as useful as tablets, there is no need for two devices. And of course, I said they are just as useful, so they have almost the same features as tablets, okay? They are very similar. Same features, the same characteristics, almost the same apps, okay? We can use them in the same way. My second idea, my second explanation is that tablets are expensive. And it's not convenient to carry two devices. Okay, so these are the ideas that I want to, I don't know why those balloons are popping up, but okay. These are my ideas. Let's get to our writing, okay? Same thing, don't use no I don't. Let's start with a statement. I don't think having a tablet is a good idea. First, smartphones are already very useful for reading, watching videos, and using apps. A tablet does almost the same things as a phone, so it's not necessary. Second, tablets are very expensive, and carrying two devices can be difficult. Okay, so you see, I linked them in the same way first, okay, and then I provided a little bit more information. I said that smartphones are already useful, okay? Useful for what? For reading, watching videos, and using apps, okay? And that they have the same features. They have the same characteristics. A tablet does almost the same things as a phone. And when I added my next idea, second, okay? They are very expensive and a little bit more information. Carrying two devices can be difficult. So that's my advice, because I see that some students, they have difficulties to reach the number of words because they just give the idea, right? The reason, the two reasons, and they don't explore, they don't give more information about those two reasons. And then when they finish the writing, they have like 20 words, 30 words. It's very little. So give your reason and explore it a little bit more. Give it a little bit more information. Give your second reason and a little bit more information. Okay, don't forget that. Guys, I hope this video has been useful. Okay, we have some topics. Practice writing, all right? If you want a feedback, let me know. You have my email, so don't hesitate, okay, to reach out and ask for information. I'll be more than happy. You guys have my line ID, so if you want to contact me also for private or semi-private classes, let me know. We offer them at night, actually, as in the evening from usually 7:30 p.m. on. And I will be more than happy to work with you guys, all right? And even if you don't want private classes, share this video with your friends. Use the videos that I stream here to study and do your best on the test, okay, guys? Thank you, JP, for watching. And I wish you guys the best, okay? Have a great week, and hopefully I will see you guys next Monday with a speaking practice. Bye-bye.